Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's 7 in the morning. Sue's already in the garden because the temperatures today will be close to 40 degrees centigrade again. So we'll just go have a look what she's doing. It's like she's already fed the chickens. They're out running around. Hopefully making my breakfast, or part of it. Right, I think she's picking plums, I reckon. Wild plums these are. Yeah, here she is. These trees are what the Bulgarians call janka. But let's have a look, pull one off. There we go. These are wild plums. Beautiful these are. Is this what you picked this morning, so?
Yeah, they're only small, but they make lovely jam.
They do what?
They make lovely jam.
Jam?
So I should be making plum jam this afternoon.
Oh, right. Yeah, if you look in the tree, the trees are loaded this year with them.
Plenty of insects buzzing about.
Yeah, that is one of the problems, isn't it? That's why you get up early.
Yep.
Give
Tried
it
to beat the insects, but I don't think I have this morning.
another half an hour and it'll be
Oh yeah.
Here, do you want to swap jobs?
It might be a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit
You're taller than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the dark ones, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. There you go. There's plenty up there, it's just getting at them.
Yeah.
You're being eaten alive, are you now?
Is it just jam you make out of these then?
You can make wine out of them if you want.
Yeah. Typical of you, that is, isn't it?
Well. Let me get out from under there.
Yeah. How long will these stay on the trees, do you think?
Once they're ripe enough, they'll be falling off in a day or two.
Right.
I do.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Well, that'll do me for this morning. I've got some more in the house that I picked yesterday. I'll go and start my jam making.
Right. You get much jam out of them?
I bet you get, I don't know, 3 jars maybe out of that.
Yeah. Oh dear, I'm not supposed to eat it, so
But I've got a diabetic recipe, so you're alright.
oh,
No sugar in it.
great.
What's the cat doing?
Oh god. Yeah. In a pain as normal.
Kitty?
The great white insect hunter. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like chickens are happy anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the apple tree's loaded, isn't it? Now, a minute.
Never seen so much fruit on it.
No, it's going to be a good year for it. Like, have you sprayed these this year though?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you don't like to spray normally, but if we don't spray the trees, the insects just eat everything, and it's just pointless waste of time.
Fight between the weather and the insects. You've got to do something if you want to win the battle.
Yeah. Right. I'll put the kettle on, make a cup of tea. I've just been to wash the bike this morning. Oops. There they are. I made the gates and can't even remember which way round they go. Yeah, just been to wash the Himalayan. Absolutely, you can't get down the road without it being plastered in flies. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea and wash that.
Polish it even, because you've just been and washed it.
Yeah, polish it even. And you make jam and make me a cup of tea.
I'll think about that one. We've had quite a few of you asking us how we're going on with the garden. Obviously Ian's mentioned a time or two that I do like my garden. The problem this year is it's been so extremely hot and dry. We've hardly had any rain for the last couple of months, and we're getting to the point now where the local water company is requesting that we only water essential crops. If we don't, there's going to be a hosepipe ban, which I think is going to come because due to the temperatures, the reservoirs are evaporating. The ground is absolutely solid. Anyway, I'll give you a quick walk around the garden and you can see what's going on. This is round the front, we can see the shrubs. Hibiscus is coming out nicely. Sedum. The back there, we've got the sunflowers. They grow loads of those in Bulgaria. You get fields and fields of them. They do look really nice when you're driving round. Big buddleia, butterflies surrounding it. There we go. As you can see, some things are really starting to look very dry. If we come round here, mint's gone wild. Got some herbs down here. Thyme, rosemary, chives. Sage is growing well. That's my asparagus patch coming on nicely. This area here that's all been cleared, I dug the onions up from it the weekend. I've got those drying in the sheds at the moment. Got carrots here. I've already had some of them, got those in jars. The rest of them I'm leaving in for a bit longer. I've got the potato patch here, which is all died off now. These are all ready for digging up. As I was saying before though, the ground's that hard, you almost need a jackhammer to get them up. I'll have to get Ian on a good day, get him to help me, I think. As we come along here, courgettes. Just go over here. We have a look in there, you can see some courgettes growing. Here we've got aubergines. We've got the white ones. And then starting to grow a bit further along. I think we should have, yep, here you go, that's your standard, you dark purpley black ones. These are gherkin plants. I don't think there's any at the moment because I picked a load yesterday and pickled them. Peppers and chilies growing. Under this green netting I've got the dwarf runner beans. If I just lift it up and show you, you can see what the sun's doing to them. Put the cover over to try and give them some shade. It just seems to be fighting a losing battle this year. I've got a couple of raised beds over here that I've got draped in the shade netting. These have got melons in. Have a look down here, you can see some starting to form. Again, we've got the shriveled up leaves. This is why I've covered them over. Just keep watering them and hoping for the best. The strawberries, we did have a good crop of strawberries a month or so ago, but they're all looking pretty shriveled up as well now. Raspberries, it's just too hot for them. There's a few on there, but nothing like what they should be at this time of year. Just have to make the best of it. We have got a good local market, so I have been down there at weekends and bought some fruit that I've been doing the jam with. Lack of water, obviously the plants are dying. All I can do is just water as and when I can. Same here, I've got cucumbers. You can see the leaves on these, scorched from the sun. So again, might look a bit strange, but I've got netting hung over them. One of the few things that does seem to be going well are the tomato plants. Getting plenty of tomatoes on these. Have a look. See the red ones. Loads of them on there. I should be picking those shortly and then I should be jarring them. Then we've got them to last us hopefully through till next year. Last year I think I did about 200 jars of tomatoes, so hopefully it'll be about the same this year. We have a look in the greenhouse here. More tomatoes. Just finishing off picking the tomatoes. Some lovely big ones on these plants here. They're absolutely laden. I think that's the biggest yet. There you go, looks like my job now. I'll go and get these jarred. You can see I've got the garlic. I dug the garlic up a couple of days ago. That's hanging up from the roof to dry out, ready for storage. Hopefully that'll keep us going a good few months, if not till next year. I mentioned earlier I dug the onions up. I've put those in the sheds, spread out on trays, so they'll get a bit of air circulation around them. There we are, there's the onions. There's some in there. More sunflowers here. The chickens will love the heads off those, pecking away at all the seeds. Now back over to the other shed. We have a look in here. More onions. These are some good sized ones here. Lovely. Get those nice and dry, and then we'll be able to store those and we'll use them certainly throughout the winter. We always get hot summers in Bulgaria, but normally the really hot temperatures, when you're looking at sort of 38 to 40 or even more, don't usually come until July, August time. But this year, right from the beginning of June, the temperature's been 30, 35, and then the last couple of weeks we've had 38s, 40s, 42s. One place in Bulgaria I did see on the news it had reached 48, like in Plovdiv, which is a bit further south than we are, but nevertheless it's been so hot for so long. It's just totally wrecking many people's gardens. We just can't keep pace with it. Most days I'm up 5:30, 5:45 time, just come outside and do a bit of watering before it gets hot. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I was going to jar the tomatoes. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have done so far this year. Have a look here. These are all jars of tomatoes that I've done. Here we've got some pickled onions, pickled gherkins, pickled beetroot in jars here, plum jam, apricot jam, peach jam. These are the jars of dried herbs, coriander, oregano, dill, there's parsley, basil, lemon balm, all sorts of things that I've had growing. Dry them out in the sun and then put them in jars and use them for the cooking. Well, I've just got in my car to pop down to the shop and I'll show you the temperature on the dash. There you go, 42 degrees. And that's been parked in the shade for the last few hours. So I dread to think what it is out in the direct sunlight. I'd like to say a big thank you to Jenny T, Paul Bates and Roger Hardy for very kindly buying us a coffee. Their support is very much appreciated. It all helps Ian to produce more content for the channel. If you'd like to support him, you'll find the link in the pinned comment underneath this video. Any donations will be very gratefully received. As Ian would say, I hope you found this video interesting. If you liked it, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, leave any comments down below, and either myself or Ian will reply to any of your questions. See you in the next one, hopefully. Cheers.